Our next story is from Singapore, where a momentous change has been set in motion. Singapore will soon see a new Prime Minister. The date has been announced, that is May 15th. So exactly a month from now. The change of guard is imminent. That is when the island nation will get its fourth Prime Minister. Here is the relatively short and to-the-point message. Prime Minister Hsien Loong will step down on May 15th. Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong will succeed him. The new Prime Minister will be sworn in at 8 p.m. on May 15th. It's a rather abrupt way to announce the end of an era, because Prime Minister Lee will be stepping down after almost 20 years in charge. He's only Singapore's third Prime Minister after it gained self-governance. That was in 1959. That's even before Singapore was an independent country. But since 1959, Singapore has had only three Prime Ministers, all from the same party, the People's Action Party, or PAP. In fact, two of Singapore's Prime Ministers were from the same family. Lee is the second Prime Minister in his line. His father was the first, Lee Kuan Yew, the founder of modern Singapore. The senior Lee was the longest-serving leader of the country. He was in office for over 31 years, from 1959 to 1990. His son, current Prime Minister Hsien Loong, is leaving office after almost 20 years. Between them, they have ruled Singapore for more than 51 years. So for the younger Lee to step down marks a radical shift, a new age in Singapore. The Lee family is synonymous with Singapore's growth story. The father, Lee Kuan Yew, made Singapore what it is. He brought Singapore out of a greater Malaysia back when the region became independent. Lee championed economic growth. He had zero tolerance for corruption, and he instilled these values across his party. He was also authoritarian, though, effectively making Singapore a one-party ruled nation. But perhaps because of his skill or Singapore's size, it worked. Singapore grew from a tiny backwater island into a financial powerhouse. It was a lot to live up to. The son, Hsien Loong, had a lot to prove. Now, he's led Singapore for almost 2 decades, and the country is still a beacon of development in Asia. So Lee Jr. stepping down will set a new phase in motion. It also brings with it pressure for his successor. That's Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong. Wong was chosen as the leader of the PAP's fourth generation lineup in 2022, also called the 4G team, meaning he'd been chosen to become Singapore's fourth Prime Minister. Singapore's government has been planning for a smooth transition ever since, and now the date has been set. Prime Minister Lee has put up this Facebook post after the announcement. He's asked the citizens of Singapore to give Wong their full support. Wong also took to social media and he put up this video.
My fellow Singaporeans, when I was invited to enter politics in 2011, I agreed because I wanted to contribute to the Singapore story. I did not expect then to be asked to serve as the next Prime Minister of Singapore. I accept this responsibility with humility and a deep sense of duty. I pledge to give my all in this undertaking. Every ounce of my energy shall be devoted to the service of our country and our people. Your dreams will inspire my actions. Your concerns will guide my decisions. I ask each of you to join me in this journey.
Wong will become Prime Minister on May 15th, only the fourth Prime Minister in Singapore's history. He will have big shoes to fill, and he will also have to consolidate his own power. Singapore must hold elections by November 2025, but reports say it may call for early polls so that Wong wins his own mandate. Whatever happens, we wish Singapore the best for the days ahead.
Iran has launched a direct attack from Iranian soil towards the State of Israel.